G'day, my name's Wilfred West from Locksport, Victoria, Australia, and today I want to talk about electronic voting. Now, and the reason why I'm going to say electronic voting is going to be bad for anybody, that includes local councils, state government or federal governments. Now, I don't know much about, I know a little bit about computers and I know a little bit about hacking, stuff like that. Not too much, but just a little bit. And what I do know and what I've read and what I've seen and everything else is that you don't need to hack the government sites. Right? You don't need to hack the sites where people answer the questions and all that from. What you need to do is hack the computer. So if you hack the majority of people's computers, right? And you say, I want to change the influence of this council's election, right? I don't want these people in power. I want these people in power because they're going to let me build a project I want to build, okay? Your partners are Chinese business people who are owned by the Chinese government who happen to have this part of the organisation as a hacking team. So what you do is you contact them and you tell them, I want to change the election of this one. It's all digital. It's all now being digitized. Okay, so instead of hacking, as I said before, you don't hack the government sites. You hack the individual computers who are going to be accessing that information. So if you put basically, you hack the computer, you put something in the way, a block there, so basically copies all their keystrokes. Okay, so they hook up to. But basically it's another device here, another computer here. So their computer goes through this computer that copies everything this computer's doing. Goes to their legit website. Now as far as the legit website is concerned, you've typed in your name and your password or any other secret question. Right? It can even have the same, this computer can also even have the same number your computer has, like your, what's it called? When you're dialing up from your modem. They can have that, they can copy that, put that there. So as far as the government's computers are concerned, they think that you're a legit person talking to them. You're part of the enrollment, they can tick that off. They can see who you are, where you're coming from and all this, and there's no hacking involved into this system. So you tick, say, this senator, right? But in reality, your tick is gone to this senator. So all of a sudden, your vote has been changed. Now you don't have to do a lot to change, you just have enough to say that this person had a chance to achieve that goal, so to speak. Right? So now you've got the Senate under your control, or not Senate, you've got the council under your control. So not Senate. So now you can sort of put your business ideas to this council, and they're going to pass your business ideas. But then you go, okay, well, the state government has put up a red flag, say environmental reasons. Okay, the Greens have put in a vote, or somebody else has put in a vote, and it's environmental reasons. They're going to say, well, you can't do this. So you encourage your council members to encourage the next step of your thing would be to encourage voting electronically for state elections. So that happens. You modify that state elections to your advantage. So now you've got the state and the council under your control, pretty much. Okay? These people don't even know you're modifying it for them. They can't detect it. Because who's to say, okay, I question your vote that this amount of Greens actually got the vote. You go back through electronic records, the Greens have that many votes. But you know that these people didn't vote Green. How do you prove it? You cannot prove it, physically prove it, unless you go to each individual computer and analyse their computers and find out if they've been hacked or not. That includes laptops, that includes phones, that includes PCs, big standalone PCs, desktop PCs. There's programs, there's already sites out there that can copy people's hard drives. So they cannot in any way legitimately say that this person did not vote for this person, or that he meant to vote for, or she meant to vote for these people, unless they go to that individual person. And who's going to do that on a council election? Who's going to do that on a state election? And who's going to do that on a federal election? So Me personally, I will never, ever vote online for either state, federal or council elections. I did the census paperwork. I'm not going to do it online because I don't trust the potential hackers that could hack my systems or hack other systems to modify the result. So, as far as I'm concerned, if we keep it paper only, keep it Australian paper only, right, and we recycle the paper, so the paper gets recycled and gets reused all the time and by Australian companies. And this way here, we can legitimately say, okay, you go to a council election, you do the paperwork one, not online one, and you say, well, there's something wrong. They can count the votes. They can see how many how many people physically voted for that person. You cannot do that electronically, right? Unless you can find a complete and utter secure system, right, where people will go to and they can tick the boxes off in a secure system that doesn't access the other internet, but only accesses that. But then you've got the same problem. You can have hackers that can modify that system to suit their advantage as well. And they could be working for either part of the government. And this is a way we've got to keep our checks and balances about our state, federal and councils, right? Or I should say council, state and federal elections. We need to have and keep paper form only elections. Okay, simple as that. I know it takes longer and all this crap, just to get more volunteers out there and get more people counting the votes and so forth, and do it that pathway, right? Because if we change it to an electronic system, it's too easy hacked, and it hasn't got any checks or balances in that system. Because you don't have to, as I said before, you don't have to hack the government's websites. You only have to hack the individual computers. Right, and you can set up a cafe that has free Wi-Fi and say, oh yeah, you can access all your voting information on here. Right, and and every single vote, you can say, I want to go for Pauline Hanson instead of John Howard type thing. You know what I mean? Let's put it on that. So say let's say you get 1,000 people who wanted to vote for Malcolm Turnbull running against Pauline Hanson. You modify that 1,000 people's votes, and all of a sudden Pauline Hanson's in the government and Malcolm Turnbull's not. You can do that electronically. You cannot do that physically. Okay? This is what I'm trying to say to everybody else out there in Australia. I'd like your opinions about this. I do hope you like this video, and if so, please subscribe. And please leave your thoughts about what I'm saying here and what you think how Australia should go down. What pathway. Because honestly, no one is secure online. Okay? No matter what. Okay, you say. There's always a way somebody getting into your computer and finding out somehow to modify it. They don't even have to probably get into your computer. They all have to do is hack a relay, a free Wi-Fi site, and you're going in through that, and you've got to access that. Now, do the government set up their own Wi-Fi sites and then have multiple Wi-Fi sites? No. That would cost billions of dollars, and it'd be a waste of money. It'd be cheaper to stay paper format and use that paper year in and year out again. That's just my personal opinion about this. Please let me know what you think, because I see a danger in us actually going down this pathway. Okay, this is my little rant or rave or blog or whatever I might say about how I think Australia should go down in voting in the future. My name is Wilfred West from Locksport, Victoria, Australia, signing off. Thank you again for watching my videos, and all comments are welcome. You all have a great day now.